and your girl has allowed it, and it just starts to smell. Honest to goodness, as transparent as I can be, it starts to smell. So you don't want your hair to be stanky, okay? And if you have a partner and you sleeping next to them, they should tell you that your locks are getting a little stanky stank.
Tell me say one thing, Nancy, if you understand.
Hey you guys, and welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Morgan Alexis, and we're back with another video. And if you're new here, we talk locks, health and wellness, and black liberation. And if any of those things resonate, please go ahead and click the subscribe button. So today's video is going to be short, sweet, to the point. I think, oh no, my mic is down here. Can you guys hear me? Hello? Hello? Yeah. So anyways, this question I got a long time ago. Also, I realized that you guys just really like lock videos, so I'm gonna keep doing more of those as I sprinkle in, you know, life things and other things, you know. Today's video, obviously by the title, is how to work out and maintain a fresh retwist with locks. So the first thing I would certainly recommend is having a wash routine. If you are working out on a consistent basis, which is probably why you're watching this video, you want to have a wash routine. So if you know that you're working out 3 times a week or 5 times a week, if you're ambitious, 7 if you're a track star, you want to make sure that a part of your workout routine is your lock wash routine. I will, because a lot of sweat and buildup happens in our scalp. So you want to get rid of that. You don't want it to pile up and pile up, and your girl has allowed it, and it just starts to smell. Honest to goodness, as transparent as I can be, it starts to smell. So you don't want your hair to be stanky, okay? And if you have a partner and you sleeping next to them, they should tell you that your locks are getting a little stanky stank. In order to avoid all that, just making a lock wash routine a part of your week. So let's say, usually I like to now do it like every 2 weeks, wash my hair, because I know during the 2 weeks, the sweat and all the things built up inside of it. So when you do have a wash routine, I would ensure that you are taking your time on your roots. You're really going in and washing your roots to the best of your ability. That is where a lot of things are trapped, and eventually you want the health of your locks to be maintained at the roots, because that's what ends up growing into your actual lock, especially if you're using products that have oil and things like that. So you really just want to do your best using a clarifying shampoo, really working your roots. Second thing is wearing headbands. I will try my best to link below what headbands I use, but using oh, I forgot the material, not hat. Why do I say this? This is all my opinion, by the way, so if you wear hats and work out and you're fine, then keep doing that. But I personally don't recommend wearing hats, and I would encourage wearing headbands instead. Hats, to me, one, ruin a retwist immediately. When you are sweating, you're locking the moisture, you're locking heat, you're locking all that in while you're working out, and nothing is escaping, so your hair only has one option: to puff up. So in order to avoid that, you want to let it be free as much as possible. With a headband, you allow it to just sit on your edges, and it'll catch a lot of sweat even from coming down your face. This may sound disgusting, but it also helps to maintain a fresh retwist, especially in the front of your hair, because it's more what's the word, it's more like fixated on your hair versus like creating an environment for heat and all the things. So when I take my headband off, I find my retwist was actually maintained, because it just, the sweat dried, it stayed, and it like it sounds really gross, but it just allowed it to like fixate and just stay retwisted. Like, it didn't move, it didn't give it much space to move and like go out of whack. Does that make sense? I hope that made sense. So I would recommend a headband, not a hat. Even also in that same breath, I wouldn't even recommend those visor hats. Why? Because again, that is going to rub against your hairline, and that's just going to kind of like ruin your retwist. So the last thing I would recommend is to, when you are done with working out, to let your hair breathe. If it's in a ponytail, if it's in a bun, whatever, allowing your scalp to breathe. Because if you're like me and you do sweat really profusely in your head, you're allowing the sweat to puff up your locks. So if you allow your hair to just come down from the ponytail, usually I put my hair up in a ponytail, it allows your locks to breathe and air dry versus continuing to maintain moisture. Imagine if you air dried your hair after washing your hair, you're not going to lock the moisture in, you're going to want to let the moisture out because you want the moisture to escape. I know this was very simple, but I think that is worth mentioning. So yeah, that's it. That's all the tips I have for you all for working out with your locks, maintaining a retwist for a longer time versus like feeling like you have to constantly retwist your hair because you're choosing health and wealth. Okay, so I hope this video was helpful to you all, and if it was, definitely please give me a like. That lets YouTube know that you guys are feeling my videos, and so that would really help me and help support my channel, so I would appreciate that greatly. And so yeah, this is the end of the video. Like I said, it's gonna be sweet, short, and to the point, but I will see you guys next week for another video. Peace.